guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Liverpool West Ham United post-match reaction and analysis video. And Liverpool goes second in the Premier League table and Liverpool are now chasing down Manchester City. Let me know, do you think Liverpool are in the title race? Can we go all the way and challenge Man City until April or May? The North London derby ended in a 2-2 draw, which is the perfect result for us. So Brighton have overtaken both London clubs and Brighton are now third, just 1 point behind Liverpool. And I absolutely love that Chelsea lost at home to Aston Villa and they got another red card. £1 billion, well spent Chelsea, well done. And now I think Liverpool's best transfer business was to let Chelsea buy Moises Caicedo for £115 million. Let me know, where do you think Liverpool will finish at the end of this Premier League season? I still think Man City are just too strong in all departments, but Man City losing Rodri for 2 games in the Premier League and 1 game in the League Cup is really significant because Man City have some tough fixtures coming up. And I always predicted Man City would win their first 6 fixtures, considering they are a pretty easy fixture list. But Liverpool have won against many top half teams. We have beaten Aston Villa, West Ham. They will finish in the top half of the table. Newcastle definitely as well. And we will analyze tactically how Jurgen Klopp tweaked Liverpool's tactics and formation to get the best out of this Liverpool team. Who was your man of the match? It's really hard to choose between Darwin Núñez, Dominic Szoboszlai and Mo Salah. All 3 of them had great games, but there were so many good Liverpool performances. And by the way, to the Career Mode fans, I know that you guys have been waiting for the FC24 Liverpool Career Mode episode. It will be released tomorrow morning because I have a very special announcement, and this marks a very new, unique era on my channel as well. So make sure you don't miss that video tomorrow morning. And Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp, after he saw how dangerous Robertson was in the second half against Wolves, where he was bombing forward, he scored a goal and he was really dangerous, he thought to himself, probably, you shouldn't restrict Robertson and play him as a third centre-back when Trent Alexander-Arnold or Joe Gomez is playing as an inverted right back. So Liverpool are trying to do an evolution of a 3-4-3 formation where the 2 centre-backs stay back, plus when Joe Gomez bombs forward, sometimes he inverts, sometimes he goes on the outside. Robertson also has license to bomb forward, and then if both fullbacks go forward, there is always a midfielder, mostly Alexis McAllister, whoever is playing the deep-lying holding midfielder and holding playmaker role. They drop deep, that midfielder drops deep next to the centre-back, so Liverpool have 3 players at the back, and then Gomez and Robertson or Trent and Robertson are able to bomb forward, and this way you get the benefit of both worlds. You get an inverted right back, plus you also get the marauding, very dangerous runs of Andy Robertson. And the fact that Liverpool now have the legs in midfield is absolutely crucial to making this system work. I'm fully convinced that Liverpool had this good of a start because of rebuilding the midfield with energetic, high intensity players, and we have 3 very good, very energetic midfielders. Dominic Szoboszlai is playing like a young Steven Gerrard. More and more games under his belt, the better he will become, and he was absolutely fantastic. It's a shame that Curtis Jones didn't delay his run half a second, because that way Dominic Szoboszlai would have had an assist. Curtis Jones had a goal disallowed. But West Ham created 2 very dangerous chances. Alisson made one of the best saves of the season, but he's making saves like this in almost every game, which is absolutely crazy. Souček heads it down into the bottom corner and Alisson somehow close it out, and then Liverpool score after a brilliant counter-attack. Luis Diaz passes it to Darwin Núñez, he flicks it on for Salah, who takes a touch, Aguerd fouls him, Salah blasts home the penalty into the middle, 1-0 Liverpool, but then Jared Bowen, who is in the form of his life, scores from a really good West Ham counter-attack. That was their most dangerous and best move of the game, I think. And Jared Bowen heads it down into the far corner, in off the post. Alisson had absolutely no chance whatsoever with that. And at 1-1, I was really worried that Liverpool would concede again. And we almost did, because we had a chance in the second half where Darwin Núñez missed an absolute sitter after Salah teed him up. But then 1 minute later, Robertson gives up a needless free kick at the corner flag. It's basically a corner for West Ham. And Jared Bowen, again, with the biggest chance of West Ham in the second half, heads it down, but Alisson saves it because it was very close to the middle of the goal, that header. And if that's 2-1 West Ham at that point, it would have been very difficult for Liverpool to come back, because West Ham would have just sat back and soaked up the pressure. But thankfully it was Liverpool who scored again. Darwin Núñez with a volley, absolutely brilliant, after a fabulous Alexis McAllister assist, and Darwin Núñez volleys it into the far corner. What a goal that was. And Darwin Núñez is now scoring his chances, and I told you guys he will be a 20-25 goal a season striker, and maybe even more if he starts taking his chances, and that's what he's doing. He has 7 goals and assists combined this season, which is absolutely fabulous. And also Mo Salah is breaking all kinds of records. He has another game where he either scored or assisted. Every game this season Salah either scored or assisted, and also this is like his 10th game in a row at home where he gets a goal or an assist. Plus Liverpool are 18 games unbeaten in the Premier League. That's almost half a season. Liverpool have the longest unbeaten streak, but we go to Tottenham next away from home, and they have huge firepower, so Liverpool have to be on their A game. And there were times where I thought Tottenham would win the North London derby, judging by the stats and how the game unfolded. So the Tottenham-Liverpool game will be Liverpool's biggest test of the season, apart from playing Newcastle away from home. But so far Liverpool came through all of their big tests, with either a victory or, in the case of the first game, Chelsea away, we got a draw. And Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez and Matip all had very good games. This is not like peak 18-19 season Van Dijk, and probably after his ACL injury, thanks Pickford by the way for that, he won't get back to being the best centre-back in the world, but he can get back to the level just below that. Because against West Ham, Van Dijk had 95% pass accuracy. He attempted 6 long passes, 5 of them was accurate. He created 2 big chances. He got an assist after he had it down a corner, and Diogo Jota from like 3 yards out slots it home. Jota has such a brilliant instinct to be at the perfect place, in the perfect place at the perfect time. He just has this knack of goal scoring. That's what a traditional striker, a traditional attacker will always do. He slots it home for a couple of yards, but credit to Van Dijk for that assist as well. He won 2 ground duels, Van Dijk out of 2. He won 11 aerial duels out of 13. He cleared the ball 5 times. He got 3 recoveries, 2 interceptions, and he's still undroppable. And this is like a 9 out of 10 performance from Virgil van Dijk. And what is also incredible is that Joe Gomez in this kind of hybrid like fullback and inverted right back role, many people doubted that Joe Gomez is good enough. At the start of the season I said that if we get a really good offer for Joe Gomez I would consider selling him, but boy is he making us eat our words, because this resurgence from Joe Gomez is really good to see, really terrific. And yes, he had some dodgy games, but this is now getting closer and closer to what the Joe Gomez we knew and loved during the title winning season. Of course he didn't play as a centre back today, and I don't think at centre back Joe Gomez is our best option. It's still Konate and Van Dijk, but it's really good that we now have a right backup for Trent Alexander-Arnold. And also what is crazy to me is that Mo Salah now scored or assisted in 12 consecutive Premier League games, and he did that twice already. This is his second time where he had a streak of 12 matches either getting a goal or an assist. What an amazing achievement that is. Well done, Mo Salah. And so far for Liverpool to win every game bar the one against Chelsea, I think every Liverpool fan would have taken this, getting 16 points out of 18, considering we've already played Chelsea away, Newcastle away, Aston Villa, West Ham. But the next two games, Tottenham and Brighton, two of the informed teams in the Premier League, and the Tottenham game I think is away from home. That is going to be a huge test. And also what is really impressive is that West Ham conceded 7 big chances, which was created by Liverpool. Only Man City are capable of creating this many big chances against a very good West Ham team. West Ham will comfortably finish in the top half of the table. They only lost to Man City and Liverpool so far this season. They already beat Brighton away from home, which is one of the toughest grounds to go to nowadays. And Curtis Jones also only had 2 misplaced passes today. Only Szoboszlai completed more passes in the final third while he was on the pitch. That is really impressive. So basically the whole Liverpool team played really well, and I was impressed with Gakpo and Gravenberch when they came on. They had some really good nice touches as well. And also Michail Antonio, where are you, bro? You said that you will beat Liverpool, you said that West Ham will finish ahead of Liverpool, and yet Antonio was pocketed by Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez. So sit down and take your medicine, dude. And Michail Antonio's stats, he completed only 5 passes against Liverpool. He failed to win any of his 6 aerial duels. So he lost all 6 aerial duels that he contested. And he lost the most duels in the match. So as you say, all talk, no action. That's what Michail Antonio was against Liverpool. He lost possession 10 times. I'm seeing that. Wow, I mean, that is something else. And it's such a shame that Curtis Jones didn't get that goal today, because Dominik Szoboszlai's assist, which was for the goal that was disallowed, was stupendous, magical with the outside of his foot. But otherwise Szoboszlai had 102 touches in this game. He completed 81 of his 87 passes. That's an 93% pass accuracy. He also completed 4 key passes. He completed 5 out of 7 long balls attempted. The ground duels, he only won 3 out of 8, so that's the only small criticism. But Szoboszlai definitely has been one of the signings of the season, and already he looks like a bargain for £60 million, which I never thought that I would say. Many fans in Hungary, and I'm from Hungary as well, worried that this price tag of £60 million is a little bit too high for Szoboszlai, but now I think a lot of Liverpool fans agree with me. Bang on the money by Liverpool to buy Szoboszlai for 60 million. Honestly, he could be going to the very top, and I hope that he stays at Liverpool for the next 10 years, because then he could become a Liverpool legend, winning loads of trophies and titles. And Salah is now setting his own records. He matched this 12-game run in the Premier League, where he either scored or assisted in 12 games in a row. Only Stan Collymore, Jamie Vardy and Mo Salah in 2021 achieved this feat. So if he could score against Tottenham, then he could break his own record, and he could break the record of the other 2 players. And Liverpool recorded their 50th win against West Ham in just 72 meetings, which is absolutely crazy. At Anfield, I mean, we played West Ham 72 times and won 50 of them. And also in the Premier League era, we played 55 times against West Ham and won 35. Considering West Ham are a pretty decent team, that's an amazing statistic, amazing achievement as well. And I also want to tell you guys Liverpool's attack so far this season. So Salah has 4 goals and 4 assists. Darwin Núñez 4 goals, 2 assists. Luis Diaz 3 goals, 1 assist. Jota has 2 goals, and Gakpo has 1 goal, but he played in a midfield in a few games, and also he doesn't start regularly, which means that Liverpool have like one of the best firepowers, one of the best attacking departments in the whole Premier League. And I think if we can get the defending right, we can be in the title race. But that's the problem. Man City probably have a better defense than Liverpool, so Liverpool need to outscore most teams, because we always are good for conceding 1 goal. The most important thing is winning the game. So as long as we score 2 or 3, I will be happy. And this Liverpool team reminds me of the old Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, where no matter what happens, we can always grind out a victory. Even when we are not playing at our best, we can still win the games. But I think today we played really well against West Ham, and we could have scored a lot more. We had a lot more chances, a lot more shots than West Ham United. We had 22 shots, 7 on target, 3.4 xG. West Ham only had 11 shots, 4 shots on target, and you know, I think we are well worth the victory. That's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Tomorrow the FC24 Liverpool Career Mode starts with a special announcement. Make sure you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.